We got something really special for you right here. Distillery only from Bardstown. Stay tuned.
All right, guys, welcome to HIPLIC, or High Proof Low IQ, which is the long version of it. I am Scott, and that is.
I'm Gordon.
And we have a cool bottle today that we're going to talk about, one that came out, I believe, in mid to late March. So maybe we're a little late to the game, but that's okay because nobody ever said we were on time, or nobody ever said we were really the greatest, smartest people in the world. We're a little slow.
Fact.
So I was up in Kentucky last week, and I picked this thing up at the Bardstown Distillery Gift Shop, which you can find these at the Bardstown Distillery Gift Shop or at the Louisville Bardstown Bourbon Company Bottle Shop on Whiskey Row. So what we have here is the Cascadia Garryana Oak Barrel Finish. It's 107.5 proof, and this is a blend of straight bourbon whiskey finished for 10 months in Garryana oak barrels. I really don't know what Garryana oak is. I believe it comes from the Pacific Northwest. I believe. I could be wrong. Probably should have looked that up beforehand.
Well, it's on the screen right now.
We'll figure that out. So, this is the Distillery Reserve. So, they've been putting a lot of these out in the last, I don't know how many they put out a year, several a year. And these are little experimental bottles, and they don't come in anything but the 375s. I'm going to stick this up here.
Wee little bottle.
Wee little bottle. Looks like the big bottle, but it's the tiny version of the big bottle. So they do several of these a year. This particular one, I'm going to give you the mash bill. So this is a blend, 80% Kentucky, 10-year. The mash bill on it is 70, 18, and 12. So 70 corn, 18 rye, 12 barley. And then you have 12% Indiana juice, 10-year, 75 corn, 21 rye, 4 barley. And then you have 8%, I believe that maths, Kentucky again, 9-year Kentucky juice, 74 corn, 18 rye, and 8 malted barley. So the cool thing about Bardstown is they always put, no matter what it is, whether it's the regular stuff or special releases, they always put their mash bill and their blends on the back so you can kind of see what you're getting. So the majority of this is Kentucky, 88%, but there's a little bit of Indiana in this. 10-year being the oldest, 9-year being the youngest. But this thing, can't tell, fairly dark, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
Fairly dark. We're going to check out that Garryana oak thing and find out if I'm an idiot and I'm making this up or if maybe I was right. So, that being said, would you like to nose this, Mr. Ross, and figure out if we think this is good? Obviously, it's not a fresh crack. I had actually opened it. I actually opened it up there, to be fair.
We do that sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So, obviously, if you're with a friend and you buy something special like this, it would be rude not to just open it so everybody can have some. And it's also, if someone gives you a gift, a lot of times, if it's something they have themselves haven't tried, it's customary to open the bottle right then, and everybody gets to share a little bit of it.
Yes.
So that's
100%.
Sure what was going on there. All right, so the nose is very interesting. It's kind of, there's some fruit.
There's some oak.
Yeah, I'm getting some oak for sure. A little bit of spice.
Fruit and oak, spice.
When I say sort of spice, I'm thinking maybe a little clove, maybe, or something like that.
Yeah, I can get that. A little bit of light vanilla.
Yeah, I get the vanilla spice.
Just almost just like a few drops of maybe like a drop of vanilla extract.
This is very oily, so my glass isn't super clean, so I'm not going to hold it up close to you. But I will say this.
Same here, but it's got legs that are slowly running down.
Right. I like that. Let's see. I'm going to go in for a taste.
But yeah, let's check this out.
Wow. That's very tasty.
That is tasty. That's better than I remembered it. And I also I mean, probably my first taste was out of the neck. So, wow.
And
107 and a half.
The
So
finish is still going.
the finish is
For me,
going.
anyway.
I felt like it drinks probably no less than 107. I'd say 107 to 110, 112 is about where I think it
I
drinks.
think the proof point is about where it tastes to, which I will say for me anyway, 107 is a really good. I mean, a lot of really high end whiskeys are at 107 proof. I mean, obviously, Happy Van Winkle Family Reserve 15-year is at 107 proof.
The Weller Antique,
Weller
107
Antique is
proof.
107, and you can go. The list goes on and
Yeah.
on. Old, just a lot of them. But this is a good proof point. Right around there to about 115. Super good proof point. And I have to say, the finish is super long. I really love
It is it's still kind of gathering in the
Yeah.
chest. So they've done quite a few of these. They did one finished in barrels made from wood from when Notre Dame Cathedral burned down a few years ago.
That's right.
You can argue that's gimmicky or not. I never got a chance to try any of them, so I don't know how good they were or if it was just slightly gimmicky. Who knows?
I think it's neat. I think it's neat.
I think it's a cool idea. I mean, distilleries are always trying to come up with cool things that pique the interest of people, especially these days when the bourbon industry is a little off kilter at the moment. They're trying to find ways to get people to stay in the bourbon game because so many people are either getting out of the bourbon game or just not getting into the bourbon game like they have been the past 5, 10, 15 years. So this one I think is really good. I think they really did a good job on it. Once again, didn't do the Notre Dame one. Don't know about that. I do have another one. Should I choose to open it at some point, it is a blend of straight bourbon and Japanese whiskey, which I think has a chance to be either incredibly cool or just completely miss the mark. I don't know. When they sold it to me, they were talking about how wonderful it was, but they were also trying to sell it to me. And that's fine. That's their job. Yeah. So if we do another one of these and I crack that bottle, we'll find out. If you have one out there and you really like it, that's that particular blend, or even with this one, feel free in the comments. Let us know what you think of this one or that blend or the Notre Dame, which we didn't get a chance to try, or any others they've done in the last. I think they started doing this in the last couple of years.
I think so. Years. I think just about past 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
These little 375s that are distillery only.
Yep. So I like it. I'm pleased with the purchase. And we'll let you know if we get anything else, and you let us know if you have this or anything else that you want to share with us. Send us a handshake of, and we'll review it, or just let us know in the comments if you like this one or something else.
Yeah, and I know Scott brought this up already, but I love the transparency. This isn't the only distillery that does the very transparent blends with the different mash bills or whatever, but I love that. They don't tell you what the distillery is, but you can look up the mash bill and see what distillery it's likely to be. Obviously, the mash bills are not licensable, or they can't trademark them. So anyone can do any mash bill, but generally most distilleries will use a particular mash bill, and the other distilleries, for the most part, won't use the same mash bill. There are some exceptions, but I just love the transparency in that.
And there's a lot of labels if you look at on the shelves that will tell you this is a blend of, and they'll list X number of things, X number of barrels, but they don't tell you the percentages of those barrels. So to his point, I appreciate that Bardstown does this. If you ever go on a tour there, one of the things they show when you're walking down the hallway upstairs, I think painted on the wall it says innovation, one or two other things, but one of the things it also says is transparency.
Yeah,
painted on the wall. So their whole deal is they want you to know we're not hiding anything from you. They're sort of a new age, new wave distillery. They contract distill for all kinds of different brands. You would be surprised if you've not been there. You can walk in their gift shop and they've got shelves full of different bottles, chicken cock being one of them, all kinds of different bottles where they're contract distilling for people. So they're very transparent, showing you this is what we distill for people. This is what we put in this barrel or in this bottle. So it's really, I appreciate that kind of, they don't have to do that legally. They're just doing it because, hey, it's their stick and they want to say, we're not hiding anything. We're good at it. This is what we do.
Yeah.
Beat us.
honestly, you know, I'm not going to say I love every single thing that Bardstown
No,
Bourbon
same
Company
here.
does. They
I
do
don't.
a ton of stuff. They have a ton of releases that have their label on them, and I'm going to say almost everything they put out I really like. There are a few that just aren't my jam, but that's just personal taste. But
Hmm.
this one is pretty fantastic, and I'm going to say if you're ever in Bardstown or Louisville and you get the chance to buy one of these, and it's within your budget, I think you'd be missing out if you didn't buy one.
I would agree with that. Um, the thing about distillery gift shop releases is they're one-offs. If
Mm.
you go to a gift shop every couple of weeks or every month, you could probably walk away and come back and pick a bottle of it. But if you're like us common folk and we have to work a day job, we don't get to go all that often, or at least we don't get to go every couple of weeks. So if you're there, you see something like this, you're like, man, maybe I should grab that bottle because I might not be back up here for another 3, 4, 5 months, and by then they're going to be gone, and you will have missed out. You will have missed out. You will have FOMO at that point, especially if you see a video like this where we're talking about this thing being really good.
Yeah, and
So
if you're at the distillery and don't be afraid to talk to people. And there are folks in the distillery gift shop who are customers and also employees that are not just shilling their. They'll tell you which ones they like better.
yeah,
The people in the gift shop who have a bottle of whatever you're looking at will sometimes tell you whether they think it's worth it. And their opinion is just like anybody else's opinion. It's just personal. But talk to people. It's really important to get a variety of opinions on something. If you're not sure about
100%.
a bottle and you want to buy it, just talk to some folks and decide if you really do want to buy it, especially if you're on the edge financially.
Also, they have a tasting bar up there. They've got a bar in the really cool restaurant that they have. But on the other side of the wall, they've got a tasting bar, which is just some of their mainstays and their distillery reserve gift shop bottles. You can go pay, I don't know, 15. It ain't cheap. 15 or 20 bucks for it's probably a 1 ounce pour, if that. So you don't get a lot, but you can try it before you buy it based on that. And at that point, you'll be like, oh gosh, I love this. I've got to have a bottle. Or you might be like, I just saved myself
Yeah.
110, 120 bucks. So,
And it happens.
yeah.
It absolutely happens.
So don't be afraid to do that.
All right. So I'm going to give this a definite thumbs up. This is really good. Thank you very much, Scott, for buying this bottle and letting me try it.
You are welcome. And for those out there that want to try it, well, I can't really let you try mine, but
It sucks for you.
it does. Sucks for you. But you're our favorite viewer. You are our favorite viewer.
That's a fact.
And you can go up there and get one yourself, and then let us know what you think about it.
Right. Okay. So until next time, please like and subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything but a couple of seconds, and click that notification bell. And until next time,
Cheers.
drink up.
Drink up. This or anything else.